Yes, we are live
Live.
and welcome to You Are the Miracle podcast.
Mhm.
This is the show that is all about letting you know just how miraculous you are and just knowing that you have gifts to bring to the world. We don't want you to be like Les Brown talks about. What's he talk about?
Oh, what's the richest place in the world?
It's the graveyard.
Graveyard.
Everybody takes their gifts with them. We want you to leave them here. But oh my goodness, we've talked a while. Oh, yeah. I am Cheyenne Kramer, and this
I'm Don
is
Kramer. Well, way to go. We finally got our names in here, folks. So you know who we are. We're not
That's a good thing.
strangers, even though we can be strange.
We can be strange. There's no doubt about that. And we've talked a few times on the show recently about, one of the biggest challenges that stops people from living in their purpose and creating their piece of the super puzzle that could create health, wealth, and peace on earth. What's that number one challenge, dear?
It could be their discomfort.
Different kinds of health challenges.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. And I think, boy, we've seen a broad spectrum of them in these last 5 years, have we not?
Yes, we have.
Well, and yours almost derailed you back in the time when you were having all kinds of knee and hip
Yeah,
discomfort.
about 7 years ago.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's been 7 years already.
Yes, at least 7
Holy cow.
years.
At least, yeah. But it was around that time when, miracles started to come into our life and got him back on his feet so that we could get back to our plan of getting on the road, which I still can't believe this month is 5 years. 5 years on the road does not seem possible. But anyways, we've been out here digging and scratching and looking for ways to help more people feel better fast. That's the phrase that I like. And we've actually come across quite a few tools, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
That can help people to feel better fast. And, it's so much about what's available in nature that maybe we haven't been taught, and the care system we live within, whether you call it healthcare or something else, they've our doctors, our nurses, all of our professionals have been taught what they've been taught. But unfortunately, in most cases, I won't say all, but in most cases, the natural side of wellness and healing just hasn't gotten enough attention. And we know that because that's what puts you back on your feet, was
Definitely.
understanding the power of minerals. Yes. So, if you've never had a conversation with us about the power of minerals, please reach out, because we wouldn't be on the road today if we hadn't learned about that part of nature's plan.
Let me say a few things.
Okay.
Well, one thing. A lot of people, you'll see them online talk about, oh, I'm a health coach, physical coach. I can go out and run a mile. I'm 50 some years old. That's cool. That's great. Well, I'm 74. I can go out and run 3 miles. Yes, 74, and I can run 3 miles. I'm not as fast as I was when I was 20, but I can still do it. And I do it every once in a while.
You can do it.
It's not, to me, that's nothing to brag about. But you see them online bragging, oh, I'm in my 50s and I can run a mile. Wow, that's great. I love it.
It's true. It's true.
Why can I do that, though?
Well, because of so many of the miracles that are in nature. We're into finding the miracles in nature that can help you as a miracle and keep your miracle, your purpose alive.
Right.
That has become so important. And so many people just don't know how to get that done. But, we've got a couple of different mentors we work with, and one of them says this, and I feel like it's so profound, and we don't hear this enough, but the intelligence that made the body knows how to heal the body. And that is so true. I mean, think about it. Unless you happen to cut your finger off, we don't recommend that.
No, please don't.
But if you cut your finger, how much attention do we have to give it in order for it to heal? You want to make sure it doesn't get infected, and you might put something on there to cover it up for a little bit, but it knows how to heal. Our bodies know how to heal. They do. The intelligence out here knows how to get it done. And so tonight, we wanted to just give you another piece of information that you may never have heard before. And we hear a lot. People go, "What did you talk about?" In fact, just today we were out in public and we were talking to folks about this very interesting concept. It's called terahertz.
Wow, that sounds cool.
It is cool. Now, of course, in electronics, we hear about different kinds of frequencies, right?
Well, everybody knows your household current where you plug into the wall
Yeah.
is 60 hertz.
Okay. So that's hertz. And then where do we find things like megahertz?
You can get megahertz like FM radio. You've heard of, megahertz.
Yep.
Well, guess what?
Well, there's gigahertz too, and I don't even know where those are found.
That's there.
That's there. But what we're talking about is you have hertz, you got megahertz, you got gigahertz. We're talking about another frequency, terahertz. And it's not anything that's wild and crazy. In fact, it was introduced to us by a gentleman who's an acupuncturist. And, maybe you may or may not have had anything where you come in contact with acupuncture, but we have. And, for me, it was a stress reduction tool. For you, it was something that helped you to feel a little bit better when you were having some challenges. So, acupuncture has been known for a long time as a way to help ease a lot of different kinds of discomforts. And that's an important thing to know. But when an acupuncturist comes to us and says, "I have found a device that is simply a household appliance that anybody can own, and it's getting results faster than what I can do with acupuncture," I kind of was like, "Really?" Like you said, this sounds interesting. We need to learn more.
Definitely.
And so we've been very fortunate over the last 8 or 12 months to learn about this whole concept of terahertz. And actually, I do have a page that I think I've shared screen on, and I'm going to see if I can switch.
While you're doing that, let me just tell everybody,
Mhm.
your cells in your body, guess what they vibrate at?
Terahertz frequency. So, but a lot of people still don't even necessarily get it, that terahertz or that there's electrical stuff running through our body. But if somebody has a heart attack and you've got to jumpstart the heart, what do they use? Electricity.
Couple probes.
So, and exactly. And so these are frequencies, these are vibrations, these are things that they shoot into the body to get this heart jump started again. So, hopefully you can see a little bit of what's on the screen here where it's talking about terahertz therapy. This actually comes off from a web page out of Minnesota, and it was put together by an acupuncturist office. And I thought it was really interesting because, they give such a great write-up about what terahertz therapy is all about. You were the one that found this page originally. Yes, and, it is awesome. And it talks about how terahertz is a frequency that, it can be able to penetrate deep into the body and even into the bone marrow. And all of these things can help strengthen our immune system. That's an amazing thing. And as Don was saying, every cell in the body has a frequency measured in hertz. Terahertz resonates at the same frequency as healthy human cells. That's amazing. So, but the kicker is that if a cell happens to become not so healthy, it can start to slow down, and that plays a role in some of the challenges. So, a terahertz device, it can help to eliminate unhealthy cells. It helps to activate dormant cells that can help in rejuvenating the body. It helps to increase the ability of the body to repair itself. All of these things are amazing, amazing things. Let's see, regulates endocrine glands, removes things in the body where water is built up, cleanses blood impurities. These are all amazing, amazing things. And here, they talk about, well, what can I expect? Well, it's quick and painless. It's a very simple process. And everybody says, well, so what can be treated with terahertz frequencies? Well, look at this list that these folks have put together. Now, again, this isn't me. This is an acupuncture and an integrative medicine organization that has put this together based on a lot of research and based on the work that they're doing with people they actually see. And you can see everything here from autoimmune disorders, different kinds of discomforts, neurological, all kinds of things that can be helped with these terahertz frequencies. And it doesn't have to be that difficult. I mean, just today we were again, we were out talking to some folks. I'm trying to see if I can get back to my other picture here. There we go.
Hey.
We were out talking to some folks, and there was a gal who definitely had discomfort in her back. And she said, hey, I live with this day in, day out. Nothing really has been able to help, and like so many people now that have been uncomfortable for a long time, they don't want to take these pain meds. There's too many dangers that come with them these days. So, this was a situation where you can see this box, and hopefully, it hasn't got the glare on it. Well, if you go too far, then it glares the light. So this just shows you, it looks like a hair dryer. It sounds like a hair dryer. And it's crazy because it blows hot air. Now, some of them actually blow cooler air too. Ours blows hot air. And so just blowing some hot air on this young lady's back for a few minutes. And she was excited because of how much better she felt in just 5 or 10 minutes. And, we've seen that over and over again. My goodness, our friend down in Florida, I mean, he walks with a heck of a limp most of the time.
Yes, he's a veteran.
Yep, he's a veteran. And it was just crazy because the first time that we went to visit him and we had this terahertz device with us, and we put it on his hip where, he, like, again, walking with a limp basically. And oh my gosh, he got up out of his chair and took off across the room so fast. He shocked himself. He shocked us. It was crazy. And I don't want you to think this is some magic wand, although in some ways it is. But, the fact of the matter is that some things will respond better than others. And for some, it's just a tool that can help to manage the challenges that people are dealing with every day. And, while we're here in the Raleigh, North Carolina area, if people want to learn more about this, want to be able to, experience it, we're happy to bring it to somebody just to see if it can help them feel better. But even if you're not in the Raleigh area, we certainly can provide you with a lot of information. We can help you to acquire a device if it is something that you're interested in. But, above all else, we're just trying to bring different kinds of tools, different kinds of processes, different kinds of knowledge to people. Because still say the number one thing that we are standing for is more people getting off the bleachers and where?
On the playing field.
On the playing field. And if some kind of discomforts and challenges that you are dealing with that are stopping you from living whatever is here, whatever you can feel is part of your purpose, your mission here on earth, that's part of our mission, is to help remove those blocks. And we have lots of different ways to do it.
Right.
You know, we've worked with a lot of minerals to be able to help people. We actually have a stress reduction process we've been trained in. And now we even have the ability to work with that in a virtual way to help people feel more calm. And then when you talk about something like this, which really, again, it's like a hairdryer when people pick it up and use it, but it does so much to help people feel better quick. And that is a beautiful thing.
How about last week when the veteran when we were last Sunday?
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh,
And
yes.
I
Mhm.
won't mention his name.
No, but he definitely had challenges
Right.
and not feeling good in his back. And after what, 5 minutes,
We let him use it for 5 minutes. And he
stood up and was like, "Oh my God, I feel great."
that is makes you feel so good.
It
It's
truly
just
does.
unbelievable
It
how it makes you
truly does.
happy. Wow.
Yeah, well,
Those
you know, just
guys.
to see the look on people's
Right.
face when they feel better that quick, it's just absolutely insane. So, you know, we want more people in the game. We don't want people getting taken out of the game. And for him, it was even interesting because he had a backpack with him. He had some weight in the backpack. And so he had to put the backpack on just to see. He's like, wow, even with the backpack on, I'm feeling good. You know, he was blown away. So that's what we just wanted to come on here and just give you a few minutes, help you understand that there's so many tools, so many amazing things out here that we don't know about.
You mean they could feel better?
It's true. And oftentimes feel better quickly.
Yes.
That's what we've seen. I mean, even when you got introduced to the minerals and things like that, oh my gosh, I mean, it was in less than an hour that you felt a whole lot better that day. I remember that, and just seeing you walk without a limp for the first time in a very long time
That's
was an
right,
amazing
because
thing.
7 years ago, I was told you'll never run again.
Yep, that's
Boy,
it.
they didn't know any
That's
better.
it. That's it. So, you know, if you're curious to learn more about this whole idea of terahertz, this is a household appliance. I want you to understand that. This is actually registered as a household appliance. It is something that anybody can use. A child can use it. It's just got a switch that's an on-off switch. And
Well, not a small child.
well, yeah, maybe not a small child, but it's pretty easy to, you know, think
Yeah.
about using a hair dryer, man. In fact, I've started drying my hair with this. I think you have too,
Yes, I
haven't
have.
you? Absolutely, because it's good energy, and we need to surround ourselves with more and more good energy to help us feel better every day, help us be able to live in our purpose, be our purpose, and we want you to hold on to the miracles that you're supposed to be bringing to the planet, because you're the miracle we're waiting for.
And we want you to feel better.
Quickly. So that's it for this week, folks. We just wanted to let you know we're trying to spawn some new ideas and some new knowledge out here, because it's so important right now. There's so many people who are hurting in so many ways, and if we can help people to feel better, get them back on the playing field and
Right.
into doing things that can help to create heaven on earth, that's what we're here to do. So we'll see you again next week, everybody, with You Are the Miracle. Until then, have an awesome and blessed week.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.